right. Good evening. How's everybody?
Doing very good.
Everybody's good.
Everybody good? Let's
Yeah.
welcome our good friend Sean to the show tonight.
What's up,
Sean,
guys?
thanks for joining us.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Don't make us look bad. Don't do anything crazy that people are going to say. You need to bring Sean back.
Nope.
Sean's much better at this.
Nope.
Just don't do anything crazy that.
I ride coattails here, so
The this Sue's view crap is off the chart.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that here. This is your show.
Let's get that out there early.
Yep. As you can see, he's on this show, so it's Sue's.
Yeah,
show.
I cleared it. I cleared it with make sure you were you weren't crossing any lines or anything.
No, I checked the contract before I said I could come on, so we're good.
All right, everybody. It's Wednesday night. We got a little bit of a different look. Anthony's got a doubleheader in Reading, and he's unable to make it tonight. Is it still raining in Reading? Does anybody know? Because I think it was raining, and he'll be nutso if they have to play 3 tomorrow.
Wow. Wow.
But,
because that game today was supposed to start, at 5 or 4:45?
4:45. They were going to do a doubleheader today.
Wow.
So, yeah. They're winding down. This is it for the season for them.
Yeah.
And Lauren, she's still celebrating her birthday, so she won't be joining us. So
there you go.
Yeah, she's still doing the happy birthday thing.
I love that.
So
nice.
Yeah, so we may have another somebody jumping in at another time of the show. It's draft night with Bill Mattis, but he said he might try to join us so we can get some of his picks. Tomorrow night it all starts, right?
Yes.
Tomorrow night we got who we got? The Rams and
Bills.
Bills, right?
Yep, Buffalo Bills.
That ought to be a shootout, don't you think?
I would think so, yeah.
Over under 60.
I think that's what they were saying. The over under is.
Wow.
Yeah. That's gonna be. That's a tough game to start the season with, like for both teams.
Yeah.
To come out because one of them's going to lose. So to come out of the gates there with the loss.
Yep.
When both teams are got high aspirations for Super Bowls, to jump out with a
that they do. Before we dig into a whole lot of sports talk, football fantasy, John, you want to, because we've had a lot of action this week. We got a lot of players. We got a lot of new players. So why don't you take it away and go over everything? Take your time and spell it all out.
Absolutely. Yep. This is our 4th year going on to the fantasy football. So we do the viewers versus the host. And then also the viewers have their own game between themselves. And Carl's Cards and Collectibles generously donated a Dick Vermeil autographed jersey with the Hall of Fame inscription for 2022 on there on the Eagles jersey, and also a replica Super Bowl trophy with the Hall of Fame inscription on that as well with Dick Vermeil. So it's fun. It's very easy. Just go in there and you vote each week. Pick your teams. It takes you 3-4 minutes at the most. If you're going to really take your time with it, but
unless you're writing them all down like Joe Stinger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then he's got to figure out how to use the camera to send it to me. But
we love you, Joe. We love you. Palm trees, buddy. We love you.
Exactly. He's sitting there with 60, 85 degree weather, and then we're here, in the rainy weather today.
I don't know. It's been pretty damn hot down there. All them Floridians have been bitching about how hot it is. So I don't know about all that.
Yeah. But, so you go in and it's 14 players you pick, and we tally up the votes or the votes between the viewers and come up with the viewers' team itself, and then you each have your individual team that you get your points with, and then you sit back and you enjoy football for the rest of the year or the week, and then we do the votes again on Monday. So it's fun. It's a lot of work for us to get the numbers going, but it's all good.
Did you say
And
us?
yeah, I said I always say us.
Us ain't got anything to do with it.
And make sure they get their picks in early, because your phone will be blowing up all week if you don't get it in by Wednesday or Thursday.
Well,
Thank you,
exactly.
Sean. I appreciate that little ad lib there.
Exactly. I mean, of course, yeah. I'll always remind you because I mean, life's busy, so I get you to remind you and send them out to you. And it's a nice little friendly reminder. And you just get your votes in, and if you get your votes in early enough, you don't have to hear the reminders from you. So it's a win-win for both of us. But I'll always get you in, so don't worry about that once you play, because we take the best 14 scores that you get out of the 18 weeks. Is how we tally the scores, the final scores. So obviously you want to play every week. You have the flexibility, though, if you do miss a week, that your score doesn't hurt your overall score. But the more chances you play each week, then you'll have those bigger numbers that you could throw away if you have a bad number instead of throwing away the zero. So yeah, it's fun, and just get on there and join. You're playing me this week, and then next week you're going to be playing against Carl, and then week 3 is Lauren and Anthony combined. So yeah, so it should be fun.
So to clarify something, because I've been asked an awful lot, the autographs from Dick Vermeil that he added his Hall of Fame inscription to, PF. A lot of people have asked about the PF. What does
Personal
PF?
friend.
Okay, but it wasn't that funny. Sue said it wasn't that funny.
Yeah, it's all right.
Tough.
She's tough.
She's just bad because we stole Shawnee away from her.
Well, money's does a funny thing.
Just a loan.
PF, Professional Football Hall of Fame.
Yes.
So just to clarify, a lot of people have been asking me. A lot of people that come in the store have asked. So just to clarify it early on, that's what it stands for.
Yep.
So couple of nice gifts.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully that'll entice us to what did we average last week last year about 60 players?
Yeah, it was a good 60 players each week. We're already up into the 40s right now, and everybody waits to the last moment. So I'll be busy burning the midnight oil tonight and tomorrow morning, getting all the votes in, so yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to wait for those last minute injury.
Yeah, so get them in. Got a game tomorrow night, Thursday night football, kicking it right off. You got the Rams and the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a high energy game, high octane, a lot of offense.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a fun first game right out of the chute. What you got a prediction for me, Sean?
Rams 35-31.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but I agree. High scoring, 2 good offenses. Yeah, it's a great way to start the season.
I don't think the Rams had to add very much, but who'd Buffalo pick up? Didn't they pick up a wide receiver?
They just Emmanuel Sanders just retired today.
Oh, he did?
He did. So they have they have their own guys. They're Gabriel Davis, that was their rookie last year, and then McKenzie.
And they signed Von Miller on defense, I think.
Von
There you
Miller.
go.
Yeah.
I guess that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest acquisition in the offseason. That guy.
Yeah, he'll fit in real nice up there.
Oh yeah.
I was shocked. I was shocked that he left because he went from Denver to the Rams, right? At in the middle of the season,
Right.
right?
And it's funny how the NFL works now. They got Von Miller is with the Bills now, and he's playing the Rams week 1. And there was one other one that Russell Wilson, the same thing. He's going up against Seattle.
Yeah, he's going into Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good matchups right out of the chute. There's a lot of good football.
Yeah, and
Baker Mayfield's got Cleveland.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Baker Mayfield plays Cleveland this week too.
Right.
Yep, there you go. Yep.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Where is that game? Is that in Cleveland?
No, I think it's in Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Baker's talking a lot down there. They said
he is.
He's definitely got bulletin board material talk going on down there, I think.
Yeah, Jim Wright just chipped in with Diggs. From Buffalo.
Diggs,
that was the wide receiver I was thinking of.
Yeah, and then and then another exciting game is going to be Kansas City and Arizona.
Another shootout.
Yeah.
Another shootout.
Football's jumping right into it, right off the week 1. Coming out swinging.
Yeah.
What channel is that game on tomorrow night? Anybody know? Not one of them crazy channels.
It is. It's on Amazon Prime tomorrow. Oh no, actually, you know what? No, I'm sorry.
It's an NBC game.
No, you're right. It starts the following week is Amazon Prime on Thursdays.
Okay.
That one's going to be a regular.
And that's where is that where Buck and Aikman went?
Amazon. They're on one of them. I'm not sure if it was that one.
They took over the Monday night football gig, right?
I think they went to that one of those I call them private things like the Peacock or the Amazon to do their games, I thought.
Well, I think that's the Monday night game. I think it's the Monday is the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all screwy this year. You're gonna you need 14 channels.
Yeah, right.
But
6 TVs and 14 channels.
Yeah.
As long as I see the Eagles, I'm good.
Exactly.
Hey, great segue. We roll right into Eagles talk. Week 1. Are we a little bit surprised that the spread's only 3.5 versus Detroit? I guess why I asked that. I guess I'm a homer, and I think it's a little bit on the light side for, what's Detroit got? What do they have?
I don't think. I'm kind of surprised of it. I thought it'd be at least 6,
right?
Especially with the way they played them last year. But then Detroit at the end of last year started playing well, so I think they're carrying that over into this season, and probably the way they've been handling themselves in training camp as well. They're old school. Detroit is.
Well, they're so old that they're finally selling out their stadium for the first time since I don't know when for a home opener. So
that's probably 75% thankful to our fans.
The Eagles fans do travel well.
They do travel.
They do travel well.
Well, I think Hard Knocks had a little bit to do with that too.
You think?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. There's a lot of hype with the Lions this year because of Hard Knocks. Seeing things and I think it's light, but I think it's also it's a revenge thing. It's like Shawnee was saying. It's a battle of two different wills. You got the Eagles that are taking it lightly, which a lot of teams are doing now without hitting and stuff through training camp with your guys and kind of working through September as like your preseason for the actual players. And then Hard Knocks with the Lions. They went hard hitting all most of the whole training camp. So they should be the more physical team. The first week, just or a little bit more used to the contact. So hopefully that doesn't hurt us a little bit, but yeah, I think they should be fine this week. The Eagles
should be.
Yeah.
But if your betting line tells you something.
No, true, it does.
If you're betting.
it tells you, it gives you a little bit of pause there, but you know how the Eagles fans are. They'll vote and be betting up it, and it'll go up
Yeah.
as this week goes on here
You think a lot of that goes on, John?
a little bit. Yep. Well, I think that's why a lot of times the lines are set high to begin with, because they all know the Eagles fans are going to bet on the Eagles. You could throw the line 10 and they'll bet the Eagles, and so.
Well, I saw where Jason Kelsey announced this morning to the social media network that he's good to go for game one.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of waiting for the same kind of post from Miles Sanders, the running back, but I haven't seen anything. You guys got a take on our stud running back?
Full practice, I think, this week so far.
Yeah, they said he's going to have no limitations. So, he himself hasn't said anything, but the team has said that he shouldn't have any limitations on him. So, we'll see.
So no limitations. He's a full go. He's ready to put it all out there.
That's what they're saying. We'll see if that actually happens. But
and who is the backup?
Well, I mean, you're probably going to be Gainwell.
Gainwell and Boston Scott.
Yeah, and then then you got that Trevor Siemian that they
get him.
That's the guy they brought in from. But isn't he? I mean, doesn't he play like all over the field?
He does. I mean, plus he's going to you can run the ball, but you still have a little bit of getting used to the lineup and stuff. And,
they used out in San Fran. They used him in a lot of formations,
right?
Because I mean, they got that West Coast offense going out there, and But he's an intriguing cat if they can get him going, and get him blended in with the offense.
Oh yeah, no, he should be good. If they can get him mixed in, I agree. I mean, it's at least another decent depth move. If nothing else,
it's another weapon, right?
Right.
It's another, another guy we can look for to catch passes. Sean, what are you looking for? I mean, right out of the gate, you have any expectations
for Sunday or for the season?
For the Sunday.
For Sunday, I'm actually kind of anxious to see how they utilize Sanders. And with that, where's the balance going to be with the passing and the run game? I think a lot depends on how long he's going to be on the field. But yeah, I'd like to see how Smith and Brown, how they correlate on the field, and spread the field out a little bit. Maybe get some balls thrown down the middle of the field this Sunday. John will like that.
I'm not saying a word.
Well, it's open mic. I mean, this is your opportunity to voice your displeasure and.
I just think offensive. I'm looking to see how offensively, because I'm a Miles Sanders guy, but I'm questioning, how healthy he's going to be.
Right.
And I think I said even before the season started, I thought. Even though they say Gainwell didn't have a really good camp when he played, I guess with that Cleveland game, he played well. Right. I think he may get a lot of touches. So, I mean,
who's got volume going in their room? Who's got anybody have their volume turned up on a TV or something? Because I'm getting a lot of background noise.
Could be me. How's that?
There you go.
Much better.
My work, okay.
Much better. Sorry about that.
No, that's my fault.
Sorry about that. It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, no, I think that's like Shawnee was saying. That's the next progression for Jalen Hurts to be making those throws down the middle of the field, which we are all hoping that he's going to be able to do this year. And
but John, isn't the running game part of that progression? I mean, he's gotta have, the coaches have, exactly. They gotta have the balance. They gotta have the coaches calling the right plays. you can't throw the ball on every down. We know that.
Right. You're right. Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, that's the whole thing, and I just hope we don't fall back into that trap of
Same thing. Yep.
Rolling the running game, since that was works. If we hand off the ball, to Sanders there, and he does well. I mean, he ran for like 238 yards, something like that, last year against the Lions. That was kind of when the turn of the season went towards running the week before, I believe, is when it started. And Jalen Hurts himself ran a lot and hurt the Lions last year. So it's a good thing. You have to keep the team off balance. Whether 1 week you're running the ball, next week you're passing the ball, so that teams don't come in and like, oh, this team's just a running team, or this team just passes all the time. You need that balance and keep them off balance. Between plays and itself, so that they're thinking they're going to run and then they pass out of that same formation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's when your offense is running at its top peak level. That the defense doesn't know what's going on, and you can just, especially with all the talent that they got now on both sides of the ball. I mean, it could be a scary thing this year in a good way for the Eagles to.
All us Eagle fans have our fingers crossed, because that's all we've been hearing all during the off season, and all the acquisitions, and they certainly did. They picked up a lot of pieces and have been listening, because they upgraded a lot of positions on the football team.
Yeah.
Not that the offense needed it, but I mean, to go and get an AJ Brown, on offense, I mean, that's a big piece. That's a really big piece. You're hoping for a big year from Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Shawnee's guy, Miles Sanders. Is this his third year? It's his third year, right?
I think Sanders this is his fifth, because I think this is his last year.
I think he's on a contract here, I think, this year.
Right. Yeah, I think it's whatever.
Whichever how they do it.
Didn't he miss a year?
Yeah, but they still count though. So I mean, it's.
Yeah.
But I guess where I'm going with this, I guess it's time to put up or shut up.
Exactly. Yeah. And the sneaky guy you got to worry about or watch out for is Zach Pascal. Coming out of the slot.
Yeah.
He's gonna be sneaky out of the slot, because if like you were just saying there, Shawnee, if Hurts throws the ball across the middle of the field, he's a guy that runs perfect routes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's where he needs to be there. He's there, so that'll hopefully help Hurts with his timing. Be like, okay, I need to throw the ball, and it's got to be there. Just do it. And it may not be open when you throw it, but by the time the ball is there, Pascal will be there, and that hopefully helps Hurts mature and take that next level as well.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you: Who of all these receivers, of all these offensive threats, who do you think gets the most touches on Sunday?
That's a good question. I think a lot of it is going to be Devontae Smith. I think obviously the obvious answer is going to AJ Brown, but I think a lot of teams know that AJ Brown they're going to try to force the ball to, and they'll try to take him away first, which isn't always easy with his size for him. But I think you'll see him being double teamed more and say, okay, let's see if anybody else can get open first and see how the season starts out. But I think Devontae Smith's going to have a sneaky good year this year, just because of that. A lot of people are down on him on the fantasy world, because it's weird, but
Well, he didn't score enough points last year.
right. Well, exactly.
Great year though.
Right. I mean,
great year.
Exactly. But every time I've drafted him in a few of my leagues, and it's like, oh, the biggest reach is.
I got him in mine.
Yeah, but it's like you read the report cards, and it's like he's the biggest reach that John's team picked. I'm like, why? He's gonna be good. With this offense, I mean, it should be a good thing going on. And I think Devontae Smith for me,
I'm going Dallas Goddard.
Yeah.
I think he gets a lot of touches, and I think he's a viable option. If you guys they want to get the ball down the middle of the field, I think he's a good option for that.
Right. Well, he will. Yeah. If they utilize that, he's the guy.
Yeah, they've had tight ends in the past like that. I thought Zach Ertz was that guy.
Brent Selleck.
Goddard could be that guy. Selleck was that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They've always had tight ends. I think they can break that seam down the middle. Now, you're not going a 50-yard pass. You might 10, 20 yards downfield, and then you break another 10 after the catch and whatnot. But I think he's going to have a really good year. And,
if anybody cares about my opinion, I think A.J. Brown is the key to everyone else's success. I think he's going to make everybody on the field that much better, that much more accountable.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get, the quarterback, supposedly owns the huddle, right? That's his domain, right?
Yep.
But I think you're going to see A.J. Brown, getting everyone's attention. Like, okay, guys, you know what I mean? Let's make these plays. They're leaving us wide open, so let's go get them.
Right.
And I just think, whether it's, Smith, whether it's Goddard, whether it's Miles Sanders coming out of the backfield, and then, Hurts he's got to see the field. He's got to read the field. He's got to be able to do all the simple things.
Right.
And with all those weapons, I mean, that's gonna require a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this offense should have at least one person wide open pretty much.
You would certainly think so, right?
Yep.
I mean, there's going to be so many options on this team. If a Zach Pascal is another viable option, and if he's going to be your fourth or fifth option on a play, that's a pretty deep caliber team of weapons that you got. So
yeah, it's going to be fun. Got to stay healthy. That's key.
Right. Oh yeah.
They're already down a backup lineman. Our boy Dillard, threw it, flinging his arm out there, and he got busted arm out of the deal. So now you're down a guy there, and but it's good because they've got replacements. They've got backups. Where a few years ago we were relying on free agent offensive linemen. Now we've drafted and we've cultured that position kind of. You know what I mean, and really done a good job with bringing in some big boys.
Oh yeah.
So
and you got to give Jeff Stoutland a big shout out.
No doubt. He's
without him, this offensive line's not anywhere near, where it's at. Even having the players that are here, he makes them that much better.
I think that's why Kelsey's still playing.
Right.
I think that's why Jason came back last year. He came back this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's amazing how players play for coaches.
Yeah.
Right.
He was one of who brought him in?
I believe he was
Chip Kelly. Yep. Chip Kelly guy, and he's still around. That's
yep.
That says a lot. That says a lot.
Yeah, it does. I mean, he's the best in the business. Doing what he's doing, and to just looking at Milata himself, never played football. Being a rugby player until about 4 years ago, maybe, and to have him to be probably the second best left tackle in football. Some might argue the best left tackle in football. Especially if you ask Jason Peters, but
Jason Peters. About that.
But
the new Mr. Cowboy.
Yeah. No, I think he should be more robbers because he's stealing money out there again still. But it's I mean he's made everybody that much better. I mean Dillard improved him, moving Landon Dickerson last year from playing center to playing guard and dominating the way he did there. Yeah, he's a guy that whatever Laurie does, he can't let Statland go. That's for sure.
Well, he's hung on to him,
Right.
through what, like three different head coaches now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He'd be the third one. Yeah.
Yeah, it says a lot. I think that says a lot for who he is and the way he coaches people to stick around long.
Well, we're zooming right along here at 7 p.m. We can certainly circle back to Eagles talk because it's been healthy, it's been good. We're looking for week 1 win, but I don't want to get away with not talking about next week at Dagwood's Pub. We will be there back on the road. This Fan's View with our awesome presenting sponsor, City Distilling, who's doing some great things, making some great new product. So we're really looking forward to next Wednesday night with the voice of the Phillies, Dan Baker. How about that?
Very nice.
50 years with 50 years with the Phillies. That's a long time for anybody anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Doing anything. That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time. So I know he does the Bull Show every week, and it takes him 15 minutes to introduce their guest. I'm not touching that next week. I may let him introduce himself. How about that?
Well, he'll say I'm Dan Baker. That's it.
I just I thought about this when you told me he was going to be our guest, and kudos to John for lining him up and making that happen. I mean, just to have a voice like that, and I mean, we've worked with a lot of guys. We've worked with Lou Nolan. It doesn't get any better than that. The voice of the Flyers, and we've worked with Merrill Reese at the store with Mike Quick, and if anybody's called my cell phone and left a message and I haven't picked up, check it out, because he did a phenomenal thing for me on my cell phone. But Dan Baker, I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about it next week. So should be a really good time. Looking for a big crowd.
Make sure you get your trivia. Make sure you do your trivia, because we got this Fan's View is coming up with another This Fan's View trivia prize. Especially made just for this night. So
throwing a bone out there.
Yep.
Throwing a bone.
For all you Phillies collectors, you want to be jumping in and getting your trivia.
Very good. Very good.
Good story from your guy.
So it's Dagwood's Pub next Wednesday.
Yep.
Come early, stay late. It's a great spot. Great food.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome food.
Dan's going to hang out afterwards. So
very cool.
Yep.
Very, very cool. Very cool. Getting the study sheet ready. That's the fields are back in town. So
yeah, they're back.
Yeah, the wedding's over. The wedding party is they're back from their 2-week honeymoon in Hawaii. And then the rest of the fields will be I'm sure they'll be there as well. So, but they're good. They're fun. They're fun. We have a lot of fun with them.
Absolutely.
But we definitely have to take their cheat sheet as soon as they check in. So,
of course, yeah.
We
got to wand them.
We can't have that.
Yeah, I got the metal detector wand.
There you go.
Calibrate it to paper.
There you go. So we're looking forward to that. Shawnee, it's great having you tonight. Thanks for jumping in. And I don't know what other options you had, but thanks for giving them up.
I tune in every Wednesday night. Best show on Facebook.
You got to tell us. You had plenty of options. You had a lot of choices. You know what I mean? And you wanted to get in on the ground floor with this show. You know what I mean? Come on, I need the build up.
Uh-oh.
Bill, I'm here.
You're here.
I passed up a lot of things tonight.
See, that's the juice I'm looking for, pal.
Yep. I
there
busted
were three cold beers waiting for you at Buffalo Wild Wings, right?
Yep. I called my cable provider and made sure I had good Wi-Fi just so I could do this show effectively too.
Well,
So
far, you're 36 minutes in and you're still with us, so you're breaking records.
That's it. You got that right.
You're breaking records.
Yeah.
So, I guess Jack Broder, while he's on board, how about the stinking Flyers not broadcasting the home opener?
Saw that.
What happened? They're
going to
stream
it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's like on Hulu or something like that. I just saw that before we went on. I forget where they're streaming. It's streaming into Hulu or like
the
one
Hulu
of those.
Plus TV plus.
Yeah, you know what? It was Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
Yeah, they're all hooked together. Yep.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
make any sense.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, I think that's going to be the new wave of the way esports are going. So.
Yeah, that's where it's going.
So much for cable TV, right?
Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's I mean, just look at the way everything's going to these streaming services. People aren't even going to games that much anymore. I mean, Phillies yesterday didn't have many people there. I mean, the Flyers have been struggling getting attendance at their games as well. It's a weird business now that they're going to all these other avenues to get money with these teams.
Well, we were talking about it, pre-show about the football with the different
TV.
Broadcasts for the TV games. A lot of the big networks aren't big networks anymore.
Right.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's exactly. It's definitely going to change, and you got to get on it quick and just have a few of them, and I mean it's not as bad as you think once you get rid of your cable package. It's $10 here a month or $5 here, different things. It ends up not being as bad as people think it is. It's just the change is the big thing.
Right.
The change of having to figure it out how to do it, and it's not as easy to be it's here on channel 576 every night, 586, whatever, and that's a lot more convenient, but it's the new.
Well, it is once you lock it in,
right?
You know what I mean. Once you lock it in, it's there. But it just seems like it's forever changing.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of changing constantly going on, with different things. But, Joe wants the Flyers to play better and they'll get, more attendance. Well, I think, not just the Flyers, but all of sports, they're pricing the common family, out of going to these games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's so stinking of what's parking going to be down at the Eagles this year? $40.
Whoa.
$40. At least $40.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
and bigger, for the bigger cars, the vehicles.
Oh, sure. The big RVs and the party buses and all the tailgating and whatnot. But I mean, it's just not Philadelphia. It's it's all over.
Mm-hmm.
It's the new wave of, you look at we were trying to figure it out earlier. With Joe Buck and Troy Aikman leaving the cushy confines of Monday Night Football, right? And they went with another network.
Yeah.
Imagine what they're paying these cats.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, just look at Tom Brady. He signed a contract with, I forget which one of the programs, and he's making more money with that contract that he did in his entire football career.
Yep.
That was Fox, wasn't it?
I'm not sure
I don't know
which.
what it was, but yeah, he had something lined up. He definitely had something lined up, and he's making a lot more money doing that.
He was making more money doing that than his whole 23-year career, or whatever he's got, And
Well, let's before the night really gets away from us. I know Jack's on, and I know Joe Stinger's a big Flyers guy. Expectations. I mean, where are we at with the Fly guys? I mean, I know they got to get healthy. I know they're still going to be missing a couple of the big guys that they brought in.
yeah,
They still want to get Carter Hart, going. I think Billy Barber was telling us about the Russian goalie that they were hoping to bring over and have him take a run at Carter's job. Now he's in a Russian
jail.
Jail. I guess that's what, for lack of better words, I guess he's paying his dues in Russia, and they won't let him out. In a way, what are the expectations for the Flyers? They got to be better than last year, right?
Better, but I personally don't expect much from them this year. You hope they play better.
Jack's saying the Russian goalie signed a 3-year deal today in Russia, so he's not even coming. He's not even coming here.
Look like.
Well, I think that was part of it was jail or you're signed with our team.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of that kind of once they were saying he was going to come over here.
I wish I could get Billy Barber's reaction to that, because I know he wasn't very happy with him.
Yeah,
he's never coming. Yeah, I guess not now.
Yeah,
yeah, because they were pretty high on him to hear Billy talk.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Well, what we've been talking about, it's business, right?
Right. Oh yeah.
It's business, whether it's what is this? Be signed or be sentenced? Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Sure. Where do I sign?
Wow. Crazy world. Crazy world, and sports just is part of it.
Exactly.
But the Flyers, they got to be better than last year, just with a new coach and a new system, and you got to get some value out of these young guys, right? You drafted them, you've been trying to teach them and bring them along. You got to get something out of them.
Yeah. I think, like you said, with Twitterelli, he's going to have them playing better. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. To Sean's point, but at least things are going in the right direction.
In the right direction, sure.
Yeah.
But let me ask you guys this, and Carl, I'll defer to you. You're a hockey guy. Does Torch style fit today's hockey? And how's he? How are those young kids going to react to him?
Well, I'm sure they've had some aggressive coaches, coming up through their ranks before. So to have a guy screaming at them or taking them off the ice, to send a message, might do them all good. Might be what they need their butts kicked. Like, if you're not going to play our system, our brand of hockey, you're not going to play. We're gonna sit you. We're gonna send you back down. You're gonna play. I mean, Torts is signed for what, 4 years? Mm-hmm. So I got to think they're committed to him.
At least 2.
We've seen that before, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's got at least 2 years of back in it.
I don't know. It's it's a crazy world right now.
I mean, they were talking though about that, Shawnee. To your point, Tortorelli's changed a lot from the way where he's able to talk to these guys now a little bit more. Still be on the tough side as well, but
right.
but also not be as he black and white, that he may have been before. And he's more, being able to relate to the players now. So, hopefully that helps, work things out that way as well. But yeah, like I said, they still have a lot of work to do. I think he knows that. They're not going, to be a Stanley Cup champion this year, or in the run-ins for that. I mean, if they can, maybe sneak into the playoffs, back into the playoffs, maybe.
Boy, wouldn't that be pretty sweet?
Right. I mean, I think that's, if you're in that 8 to 10 range, for your conference, I mean, that's
But how bad were they when everybody makes the playoffs?
right. And they haven't for a few years now. So
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. I'll go back like what you just said, John. A few years ago when I guess it was during that COVID period when they were lights out during that time. And I think going into
prior
that
to COVID.
Yeah, going into that, what they called the COVID playoff system they did. They were the number one seed in that. And then just from there, everything went downhill.
Right.
And I think fast, right?
Yeah. I mean, they lost right after that. Come on, Jack. We got to have a little positivity. At least they have a chance. You're saying 0 chance. They got at least 3% chance. But
I think, I just think, having, a coach that has a legit system,
right.
and if he puts these players in the right position, night in and night out, and they buy into the system, that's going to be key.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be key. I think the biggest thing right now is they got to get Carter Hart back with his confidence, and he's got to be that number one. He's got to be that number one guy, and he's got to make the tough saves, night after night. I don't even know who's their backup. I don't even know. I don't even know who the backup goalie is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think Tortorelli is going to help with Carter Hart as well because of his defensive style as well.
Yep.
That's going to help. With him to hopefully not cede as many tough shots as he has, and
the defense,
more of the rebounds.
The defense in front of him was horrible.
Right.
Was absolutely horrible. Sandstrom. Okay, thanks, Jack. So there's another young guy as well. But he showed some promise last year. He played some good games. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting year. Pretty soon we're going to have all 4 sports playing. I know you guys will be excited for that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Another month, right? Everybody's kicking in gear another month, right?
Yep.
The end of September.
We'll have we'll have all 4 teams going. Hopefully the adrenaline, of the Red October for the Phillies, we can feed off of that. And, we can, hopefully the Eagles, get off to a super fast start.
Right.
That's going to be key. The Sixers are toughening up their squad. They're making some moves. I don't know where they're finding the money, but they're still signing guys.
Well, Harden keeps taking less money.
Is it?
Yeah, he's paying those guys.
Right, exactly. He's the one paying them out of his pocket.
He's they're redoing his contract every week, right?
Every week, seems it.
Yeah. We can get this guy. Okay, sure, go ahead. he's their bankroll.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
How about the Union? How about them? Not much on this end. All I know is that all they do is win.
And doop.
Best team in the league. Yeah, it's about as much I know.
They could be the first team. I don't know. The Phillies are losing already. to one of the worst teams in baseball. Turn the page.
Oh, jeez. Come on, Sue. It's fine. It's fine. It's early yet. The magic number is 22. Relax. Relax.
162. That's what I say.
They're fine. They're fine. Just take a deep breath. If you would have listened, if you would have taken a deep breath 6 weeks ago, I already told you they had the playoffs locked up. Just relax. It's all good. It's all good. The Brewers keep folding. They lost again today. The Brewers. They lost. They got a tough doubleheader tomorrow against the Giants. So they're not going. They're not coming anywhere fast.
Nah.
It's a lock. It's just a matter of do they, and I'll even go this far, Sue, for you. It's gonna be a lock. They're gonna play the Mets in the first round, and they're gonna beat the Mets. How's that? How's that?
Wow. Will Thor want to pitch against his old team?
Oh no, Thor's not pitching. Yeah. No, he's gonna go run and put his head between his tail and go into the corner.
Yeah, how about that? He's done it twice, though. He did it twice.
Yeah. Well, because he knows he can't pitch against a good team, a good hitting team. He can't pitch. He pitches against all bad teams, and he still gets beat up. He's just lucky enough that teams aren't bad. He gives up 14 hits, but they don't score enough runs because they're not good enough to get those clutch hits. But he gives up 14 hits to like the Pirates, and come on, stop. The guy's no good.
Come on, no shots at the Pirates. He's not here to defend himself. Come on, that's not good.
But the Pirates just beat up on the Mets though. They swept them. Great 3 games.
What happened to the Mets anyway?
It's September. It's their collapse time. Both New York teams, the Mets and the Yankees, both had record numbers leads in their division, and both of them choking them away.
Yeah, but how about the Yankees and Aaron Judge, 54 home runs? Come on. We're talking Mantle. We're talking.
I think he had. I thought he had his another one today. I thought.
Did he? Oh my!
I thought I saw somewhere where he was 55. I could be wrong, but.
Oh my!
Incredible.
Big Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Aaron Judge.
Does Pujols get 700?
I think he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a magic. Yep, 55th today.
Yep. Thanks,
wow.
Mike.
Wow.
Yeah, 55. How about it? What's he? You know what? Great segue. What's that contract going to look like? Come on, seriously. What is that contract going to look like?
He's going to be the first $500 million player.
So you're going to stay in New York? Maybe switch uniforms, but stay in New York.
Exactly. That's what they're talking about.
That's what I heard.
He may stay in New York, yes, but not with the on a different part of New York.
I know a team in Philly needs a center fielder.
Yeah.
My God.
Trey Turner or Aaron Judge?
Oh, Judge all day, every day.
Yeah.
No, all day, every day. You kidding me?
But I like Trey Turner. Trey Turner. He'd look good in Philly.
Oh, he would. But he just asked me either or.
Yeah, between the two of them.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Yeah, imagine Judge in this lineup with hitting the bombs there. Yeah, but
the number one selling jersey in Philadelphia, number 99.
Mitch Williams. Move over, Mitch.
Move over, Mitch.
Right.
We got a new dog in town.
Hold my beer.
Wow. Exactly.
Wow. Did we ever think we'd mention Mitch Williams' name in this segment tonight? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Baseball. I know Anthony talks about it a lot, and I agree, but I disagree. There's been a lot of good, exciting baseball this year.
Oh, yeah.
There's been a lot of really good games. You may need the MLB network to to jump around. Um, but there's a lot of good things going on in baseball. You got
Mhm.
Pujols chasing 700.
Yeah.
I mean Aaron Judge. I mean these rookies. Franco early in the season. Now you got Rodriguez. The Seattle Mariners. I mean there's a lot of good things going on in
Bobby Witt
baseball.
Jr. coming up.
Yeah. Yep. Was he
Yeah.
with Kansas City, right?
Yeah, he's with Kansas City. Yep.
You know, um, there's just a lot of good things going on in baseball. Some of the markets are not very good. We know that.
Yeah,
Um,
but what? I think baseball's not dying. I think it's dying going to the ballpark. You can't go to these ballparks and spend 400 hours for a family to go for a night type of thing. And
not when beers are $15.
I mean, parking $22. Like it's like you're going crazy. Like I think if more people would tell John Middleton when he's walking around the bullpen or the upper decks there to reduce the prices of the tickets. If you want more fans into the ballpark, it's you got a third full ballpark or a full ballpark if you have reduced the prices of tickets. You're still making the same amount of money as far as ticket sales, maybe, but then you got 3 times as many people into the ballpark that's going to be buying beers and buying drinks and buying souvenirs and all that kind of stuff that you'll end up making your money back, doing it that way.
Sure.
If you want that crowd around, because 160, 81 games going at home, that's a lot for families these days. It's
Stadium's empty tonight too. It looks like.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you're right there, and you got an empty ballparks, and it's that way you don't have to sell $5 tickets in September for.
Well, it is. It's the first week back to school.
Right, school and everything like that.
You got a lot on everyone's plate right now. I get it. But it's a tough sell.
Right.
Especially when kids are back to school and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's I think the Phillies have done a good job marketing wise. There are deals out there. And John and his people are walking around upgrading people
Yeah.
to better seats, and they're doing some good things. Me personally, I want to see them get in the playoffs. I want to see them make some noise in the playoffs. I just don't want it to be a one and doneer. You know what I mean? Because that just, that'll just eat in my craw for the whole winter. Worrying about, what do we got? A 25-man, team, and you're going to have 15 new faces, come next April.
Yeah.
Your core team is set, but you still have, there's still so many missing pieces.
Right.
The bullpen is a continued work in progress. How many out center fielders have we gone through this year? I think we were up to 7, weren't we?
Yeah, I think we're probably going to be on 8.
That's just, to me, that's unheard of.
I'm sure Dalton Guthrie is going to be there in center field at some point this year.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And 2 of those guys we drafted, right?
Yeah. No. A bunch of them.
Hazley and Moniak, and you can't find anybody to play. Who was our last consistent center fielder? Victorino?
Gary Maddox.
Yeah, Gary Maddox.
But Shane Victorino?
Victorino, yeah.
Is there anybody after that?
Aaron Rowan gave you a couple of solid years.
Yeah. You got Dan. You got Doug Glanville played there, but And then you go back to Dykstra.
Couple of years, yeah.
Like I said, Gary Maddox.
Right. Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. That's where
Gary
really,
Maddox.
the only player that the Phillies drafted, I think they only drafted like 3 outfielders, was Lazinski and Pat Burrell. And then I think it went maybe back and you had Johnny Callison. Back in the day.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean they don't do well drafting outfielders, that's for sure.
No.
Adam Hazley's up with Detroit, I believe it was.
Oh, really?
I saw him playing the other day. He was
Okay.
playing. He's back up, and
Everybody deserves a 5th shot.
yeah, it's Moniak's out there in Anaheim.
Is he back playing yet, or is he still?
I know they're getting close. I don't know if he
Yeah.
went down for a AAA experience.
All right. Well, guys, it's been another great hour. This Fan's View with Sean this week joining us.
Good time.
Filling in admirably. You're welcome back anytime. You passed our test, which isn't much.
Who was it in that box before?
Oh.
Shots fired.
Great job, Shawnee.
Shots fired.
Wow. Hey, where are we going to be Sunday, Shawnee?
Buffalo Wild Wings, Glen Mills, right?
There you go.
There you go.
Well,
It's an open invitation. Come join us. 1 o'clock.
no.
Come join us.
Pre-game starts at 11.
Kegs and eggs.
There you go.
Kegs and eggs. Well, this Fan's View brought to you by City Distilling. We'll be live and in full force next Wednesday with the great Dan Baker.
Yep.
I'm sure the crew will be all back together. Shawnee, hopefully your work schedule allows you to come out and join us.
I'll be there.
There you go.
It's always a better crowd when you're in it. So
I try.
we enjoy having you. Guys, thank you. You guys, anybody parting shots? You wanna make any predictions? This is it. This is your time.
Go for it, Shawnee.
Well, Eagles 12 wins. Good season. That's all I'm looking for. Everybody stays healthy, and with the schedule's in their favor to get off to a fast start.
Right.
So they do that. Not saying coast the rest of the way, but you can. It makes the end of the season much easier to get ready for the playoffs and stuff like that. So hopefully they can set themselves up for that. So, but yeah, I'm definitely excited for the season. I can't wait for it to start.
Absolutely.
Because they did a lot of good things. We talked about the offense, but defensively they addressed every need right up to the last second. When they signed the traded for the safety.
Yep.
So that's what I'm looking for.
Now Jonathan Gannon's got a lot of pressure on him to make this team.
Yep.
Do what they're supposed to do now.
Yeah, but I think either one of us could coach that defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, he's got. It's not like he's got rookies out there, John. He's got veteran players.
Oh yeah.
You know what absolutely. I mean? And they've been there, done that. So it's just a matter of not overcoaching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just getting them in the right spots, to do what they're supposed to do, and let them show off their talents and why they're here.
Yeah, I'll be the homer on the page. You can put me down for 13 wins. I like the lucky 13.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Do it.
So, I 1-3. They'll still have trouble with the Cowboys in Dallas. You know what I mean? That's always a tough matchup, regardless what year or who the quarterback is.
Yeah, they got their injuries though too as well right now.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And by that time, Jason Peters will be out there, and with his cane, and he'll be trying to steal a few dollars for at least a few plays. So, yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a good fun year, a good growing year. I'm with Shawnee at 12 myself, and
All right.
So get in there and get your votes for fantasy football. I'll be doing that the rest of the night, and
Amen.
Get your votes in, and so I don't have to keep messaging you. And
Well,
oh yeah, I will. There's no doubt about it. I definitely will. And but get your votes in and enjoy.
All right, guys. Thanks again. It was a great night. We'll see everybody at Dagwood's Pub next Wednesday night.
Sounds good.
Take care.
See ya.
thanks, guys.